podcast.
You said that with such anger, such fury,
such constipation.
Oh, chronic masturbation.
Of course, I mean anticipation.
Oh, so much nations.
It's a nation of domination.
We are the nation of domination.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Yeah, I am wearing an Owen Hart shirt, and I had to get that in there. But it's time, episode 10, part 2, the promotion all episode.
It's going down tonight, folks. We are episode 10, and this is your boy, the amazing Pancakes.
And of course, I am Johnny Malloy, the beard villain, a shadow of a doubt, your grandma's most favorite-ist wrestler, and our producers, Little Monster Binky, and of course, our executive producer,
Boo Boo,
and that whore Bethany.
Yeah.
And we're back, part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we were sucking on the penis of Suffolk Wrestling
Sucking
Alliance.
on that dick of fucking lies, deceit, and hatred.
But SWA bought us all we use, so I appreciate it. And now we're here, 5 more promotions, another episode, and we are 60% done with this 108 proof bottle of Michter's.
This episode has gone and given us straight alcoholism.
Yeah.
Liver failure.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't feel my toes.
Well,
But that's also due to diabetes.
Diabetes. Dr. John Schwartzberg of Medical Arts in Selden says I'm completely healthy, but Nicole has high cholesterol. So, anyway.
Damn.
I guess you guys know the promotional episode. We're going to pick 5 promotions out of a hat. 10 minutes each one. We're going to run over on some, run short on some. It's going to happen. It's just the way it is.
And all you got to do is just sit back, relax, pop yourself a little bit of popcorn, get yourself a beer, and listen, because we're about to bring you nothing but delicious, scrumptious goodness of pro wrestling, love, and every bite. That's right.
I'm laughing because I mean maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe my mom is dying of so many things that's stuck in my head. But I was, swear to God, I thought you were gonna say, lay back, relax, pop yourself a Vicodin. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That is right. That's a comfortable situation.
Yeah, and I'm not taking the Lord's name in vain.
At that point,
I'm just name dropping.
everything's consensual.
Everything's
Anyway.
consensual. Well, in Delaware. Anyway. Oh God, we're gonna be working with some of his people. Anyway, we're gonna edit that out. We're probably gonna edit that. I'm gonna forget to edit that. Anyway, part number 2, the promotional. We got some Michter's, and I think once again, it's time for the. It's the same week, and it's part 2, and we're filming these back to back. It's still Silverback OG, and it is still good. But I myself have upgraded to one of those water glass thingies, while Pancakes enjoys some mini rock cones.
Well, I'm just going to explain myself right now.
Yeah, you better explain yourself.
They might be minis, but they do the trick.
I would say that about my wife.
You're an ass.
She may be mini, but she does the trick. Wow!
Oh, she's a little pocket size. You can go ahead and she can diddle your doodle while you're sleeping, and you would never even know.
Diddle my doodle. What are we, in Delaware?
Listen, let's go to Denny's.
We're getting into a JT Funk. Let's get back on track.
Guys, the menu said biscuits and gravy. Not biscuits.
No. We took a picture.
We're gonna do an episode where it's just strictly Pancakes going the fuck off on waitresses for no reason.
I swear to God, the next time somebody tells me biscuits and gravy,
the next time you make somebody double fry their shrimp, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Listen! Hey! Let's be positive here!
HIV positive?
Now you've gone too far.
I don't even know what those acronyms stand for. I'm not a letter guy unless you tell me what it stands for.
Well, I'm going to be honest.
Wait, Pancake. No, I'm going to be honest. What does HIV stand for?
Hippos.
Interrogating. Venetians.
Possums.
Vacuums.
Wait, oh, V, yeah.
Well, I don't know what it stands for, but all I know is we need to switch before we get sued. So continue.
Well, I'm just gonna say this. Listen.
I'm going to say this.
This is the Michters talking.
This is the Michters talking.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and he turned to me and he said to me, "I have AIDS."
Yeah, a friend of ours.
And he said to me,
It's because you didn't wipe your
I was
feet.
just like, "Wait, what?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I have a fitness aid and a dietary."
Yeah, Jared from Subway. No. On the
But
real,
the shitty part about it is that they both have AIDS.
we on the real, we do have a close personal friend who is how do I say it?
Family Guy could say it.
HIV positive?
I'm gonna say it.
HIV positive, and
I wouldn't call him a friend, but yeah.
a close personal friend
Personal.
who is HIV positive, and it's not a joking manner. It's not something to open an episode of a podcast where you smoke weed and drink alcohol and talk about wrestling on.
And make fun of other people.
Nobody's gonna talk to Alex anymore, guys. Come on.
But
Damn!
he did.
Damn!
Our close personal friend, who is HIV positive, did tell us two things. The first being he had knee surgery. But the scar isn't there because he heals like Wolverine despite HIV.
It's like adamantium.
I
wanted to see the scar.
How do you say that? How do you say it again? Say it again.
Adamantium?
Adamantium?
Animantium?
Animaniacs?
Back on track, guys. Come on. Back on track.
Damn.
And the second thing he told me, and this as I watched him pass away, being serious here, when the light faded from his eyes, the last things he said to me was, "Johnny, remember always, wipe your feet!" ASAP podcast, baby!
Oh, we score about 5,000 episodes, baby!
And I'll bet my $4.2 billion.
That's all he fucking does!
That's all I fucking do. My $4.2 billion, that the next thing you hear is going to be the first promotion on episode 10, part 2.
Part 2, bitches!
Okay, before we get into the first promotion of episode 10, part 2, I just want to say, I just want to pitch this idea to Bethany and Pancakes and everybody. A gender reveal party, but instead of a piñata or a baseball or balloon, it's Tajiri. And he spits the color mist of the baby.
I swear, I think you know what? If we could pitch that shit on fucking Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah.
Showing me a meme.
And no, it's not a meme. I came up with that off the top of my head. I originated that. Copyright. Copyright, trademark, copyright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a fucking Donnie Bon Jovi, alright? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Sure. No.
That guy's a plumber now. He drives a pink Cadillac.
Wow.
Yeah, he made a lot of money off that VPW sale.
He paid for that with his VPW.
Listen, I was one of the principal investors in Victory Pro Wrestling, so I know.
Wow.
Class 1.
Class 1, baby. Class 1. Only 1 out of 5 got paralyzed for 5 years.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, man, that was a great match.
As we covered in the previous episodes, go check that out. But we're here, episode 10, part 2, the promotion all episode. We're talking promotions, and we picked them out of a hat.
We are 10, 5, 17, 25 sheets to the win.
69.
69's the number.
69 sheets to the win, baby!
Yeah.
No, we put 20, 18 actually. 18.
We tried 20, but you fuckers don't know how to count. I don't know.
No, we didn't get booked enough. But we put 18 companies in a hat. 1CW, FTW, and ECPW Long Island got the most lucky ever. Thanks, Jesus, Mike Magnum, Full Face Wrestling. And we picked 10 out of that, and we split it into 5 on part 1, 5 on part 2. So we're here on part 2, and we are lit.
Think of part 2 as that second morning shit you have to take in the morning. That just feels just as good as the morning shit you took before number 2.
I would acquaint it differently. Ready? Part 2 is like, part 1 was like when you go to a bar, you get shit-faced, you hooked up with a girl or guy, you really think it's hot, then you guys wake up the next morning, you fucking day drink and night drink again and hook up again, and then the next day you realize, I fucked up. That's part 2. That's part 2, baby.
I think we need to pitch that idea for a Hangover 4.
Hangover. We were talking about the Hangover 4 today. What? Jesus exists.
That's fucking funny.
There is a god. That was Sabu. That was crazy.
Wow.
We were really talking about that today. We were talking about that today. Pancakes and Bethany were out like doing like ass shenanigans at a Bayshore Inn, but where he puked. But I just found that out in between the break. You don't know about the break? Fuck it. But anyway. So we're drunk. Yeah, we were talking about the Hangover 4 and how Hangover 4 should be positive and they should wipe your feet, and we hit our quota. And let's get on to promotion.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway and see what happens. Ready? Oh, hi-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di.
What?
No.
Damn.
What are you doing here? What is the bit?
Damn.
What is the bit?
You never seen Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I did. I prefer.
There's like 100 million episodes of that show.
I really like Ryan Stiles.
Drew Carey. Drew Carey was the host.
Yeah, he wasn't always the host.
500 episodes of Drew Carey.
Yes!
No, we didn't watch every 500 episode of Drew Carey on Whose Line Is It Everywhere.
You know who watched all episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Who?
You.
Me?
My buddy RTK, as you might know as Big Rudy. Were you around when Big Rudy was a ref?
No.
He was our 360-pound overweight ref that I found in the backyard and dragged kicking and screaming into a pro career. Then he got a fucking defibrillator at age fucking 19, and since then he's been living in a car with his mom at Wendy's in Ronkonkoma.
Down by the river.
Down by the river. And he legitimately doesn't talk to me anymore because I was the only friend that told him, you can't live in a car with your mom for the rest of your life. And he said, I have a defibrillator. I can't work. And I said, that's a lie.
Wow.
So this episode is dedicated to Big Rudy. I really hope you don't die in that car, buddy.
May the heat blow hot and the AC blow cold, my friend.
And your mom not blow at all, because that'd be weird.
May your antifreeze stay full.
How did you mention Rudy?
I don't know, but can we please get to the first promotion?
Let's mention that little Binky is wearing a fucking headband like she's Mary J. Blige or something.
It's holding my head together, okay?
It's holding her head vagina together. Okay, I swear to God, promotion 6, which is actually promotion 1 of episode 10, part 2, Wakanda.
All right. The first and next promotion, because this is part 2, is Create a Pro / Wrestle Pro.
Good start.
Good, very, very good start.
It's the start because you both didn't work there.
Well, we didn't work there, but we know a lot of people who do work there.
I know a shitload of people that work there, and I know a shitload of competent, professional wrestlers that Create a Pro has produced. This has nothing to do with my pending run-in with Pat Buck.
I'm going to just say this. I'm going to say this. Create a Pro, okay, is responsible for such talent as MJF,
Max Caster,
Bear Bronson,
Chris Statlander.
And you know what? There's a lot more talent that, not for nothing, we have
Even
VSK,
Stevens, VSK, Lana's ex-boyfriend on Raw.
Lana's ex-boyfriend.
Johnny Clash, who does graphic work if you need graphic work done for your wrestling promotion.
And, of course, it is owned and instructed by two of New
York, New Jersey's best.
Yes, okay.
Mr. Kurt Hawkins and Mr. Give Me a Job, Pat Buck. Listen, Create a Pro Wrestle Pro was cool because it was one of those ones where we weren't working, but it still came up. And I was like, cool. I can suck up to these guys via podcast, and maybe when they listen to it, they'll go, oh, he's good at sucking up. Maybe he'll be good at making us money.
Why would you destroy the sanctity of this show by sucking up to someone?
Because I want a fucking job. I want to wrestle for Wrestle Pro Alaska.
Monday.
Listen, let me set the scene here. How much time we got left?
Plenty.
We got plenty of time. Let me set the scene, okay? The beard villain Johnny Malloy has loaded his dog Boo Boo onto the Alaskan Airlines flight.
Yeah.
And himself and Little Monster Binky and I, correct grammar, Pat Buck would love that. We have slipped a load of Valium and edibles before we get on the plane. The plane ride is going to be very short for us, but very long for Boo Boo. When we get off the plane, we will check into the hotel and then dive directly into the wilderness before the Wrestle Alaska show, where we will attempt to show Boo Boo what a bear looks like in the wild. Because my dog fucking loves animals. And if that doesn't work, we will take Boo Boo and throw her in the water so she can learn what a seal looks like. Or a penguin.
Where the fuck are you going?
Alaska, motherfucker! Or salmon, or whatever. WrestlePro Alaska. Book the bear villain. Book me. I want to go to Alaska. Book me.
I also want to tag along in Alaska.
Fucking book me. Fucking book me. Book me to go to Alaska.
All right, off topic.
Fucking.
Let's get back.
Book me in Alaska.
Let's get back on track here.
Boo Boo needs salmon. Boo Boo's hype, so if she barks, it's Pat Buck's fault. God, man, I'm gonna see this guy now, and he's gonna be like, "So I saw your podcast. It wasn't funny. We're not gonna book you in WrestlePro Alaska." And I'm gonna be like, "I didn't think you were gonna book me. It's cool, but I laughed. I laughed a lot. I like it a lot." All right, Wrestle Pro and Creative Pro.
This guy.
Let's get back on track here.
Of his ass.
I'm not drunk. You're bright red. You're sweating. Wait. Who won the not the Ultimate Fighter? I mean American Idol season 2. Oh, you're sweating like Ruben Studdard. Did he die?
No, but he's still fat.
Wait, how much time do we have left to talk about Creative Pro Wrestle Pro?
We have 6 minutes.
We have 6 minutes? It looks like... Oh, yeah, we do 6. Damn, I'm bad at reading. All right, 6...
It was like a 9-minute intro to
All right.
this part.
Everybody, take a deep breath.
Oh, you gotta learn it.
Comedy is one thing, but obnoxiously laughing is also another thing. I gotta do stand-up. Okay, back on topic. We're talking Wrestle Pro, Creative Pro.
Really fucking heckle your
So, let's go back. Let's talk why Creative Pro exists. In a couple seconds, I'll tell you. Kurt Hawkins, my Major Brothers, graduates of NYWC Wrestling, went to WWE, got out, moved 20 miles down the road, and started a rival school to his home promotion. Pancakes. Shoot on it. I'm just kidding. Just talk about it.
Damn. I really don't have anything bad to say about them. I've never really experienced anything from them.
Sexy Rexy Lawless went down and did some of the open rings. He had nothing but good things to say. I almost did it, but I was afraid that, at the same point, I was afraid that, I didn't want to make the drive. Wait, are we doing, Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Hey there, zombie!
Hi, zombie!
I hate you so much.
Okay.
Well,
let's get back on track here.
It was on point because, anybody knows, in real life, Kurt Hawkins actually sounds exactly like Zombie from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Cherry hates Chili Day.
He's like, take another bump, Zombie! Okay,
Cowboy Curtis!
That was, Lawrence Fishburne?
Morpheus from
Morpheus.
Yeah.
But at Creative Pro, the first day they give you a choice: take the red pill or the blue pill. And if you take the red pill, you end up on AEW Dynamite, like Graduate,
And if you take
Maxwell
the red pill,
Jacob
you're
Friedman,
stuck on fucking addictive to LSD.
like Graduate Cliff Roush. Wait.
Shout
Okay.
out to Cody Diabold.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be sued here. I want to make it clear: Cliff Roush never went to or graduated Creative Pro. Okay, we're really wasting time here. How much time we have left?
We have 4 minutes, so if you guys want to just end it early and we'll get on to the next
Can we subtitle this as shit? Okay, we're going to end this relatively early, but I'm just going to leave us up with saying this. MJF came from Creative Pro Wrestle Pro. Bear Bronson came from the same. Mario Boccara, the same thing. Buzzsaw, the same. Max Caster, Chris Statlander. They really do produce some quality talent, and if you're in the New York area, or New Jersey area and you're looking for a wrestling school, check out Wrestle Pro or Creative Pro. And with that said, I think their biggest fault, their biggest folly, their biggest mistake is not booking the Beard Villain, because I am fucking awesome. And that's not the mixers talking.
Oh, boy.
That's everyone talking.
Well, with that being said, I think it's time to move on.
Promotion number 7,
to our
a.k.a.
next
2.
promotion. Well, this guy goes ahead and lights up his
Promotion number 2 for episode 10, part 2. Which is really promotion number 7 because this is part 2. Okay, so the next promotion is EWA Maryland.
EWA Maryland.
Chris Schoen, baby. I don't know how to say your last name, but thank you for booking me. Pancakes, go.
I believe I wrestled for them one time, correct? If I remember correctly?
Sort of, yes.
Do you want to open with the story of Pancakes' one appearance?
Yes, do it.
Okay, let me set
Go
the
ahead,
setting.
please. Set the stage, friend.
The year 2019.
Okay, we're not fucking battling Terminators, asshole.
The setting. Warehouse Wars in Dundalk, Maryland.
I feel like I should be teleported from time to this set point.
The match. The Beard Villain versus Pancakes for the first time in EWA Pro Wrestling history.
If you ever imagined me in tight leather pants, don't.
Promoter Jim Christensen, hard, cock in hand, waiting to see what the world-renowned Beard Villain can make out of the world-renowned jobber Pancakes.
Let it be known, my hand was nowhere near his Johnson.
It will be after the show, baby.
My God.
If I could be Lance Storm for a minute. I love Lance Storm.
You gotta love him.
In all seriousness, EWA has a big history with me. We'll talk about how they fired me. We'll talk about how they fired me again the second time. But first, we got to talk about how Pancakes landed a job there. It was EWA Warehouse Wars, and I had talked Pancake in driving all the way from Long Island to Maryland for free.
It takes a lot to get me off my fucking couch.
And I talked him into driving there for free and wrestling for me for free to show them what he could do and getting the booking. And we went to Warehouse Wars. We didn't really talk much shit out, and it's a very small show.
That was a double hitter too. We actually worked them, and then we actually worked Rampage the next day.
Did we really?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
God, my memory. Is that the time that you yelled at that waitress, or is that a different time?
That's a different time.
That's a different time. But I want you to know, being heavyweight champion of so many promotions,
biscuits and gravy, it's supposed to be 2, not 1.
being heavyweight champion of so many promotions, it all kinds of blends together.
We're going to have to put a picture of where it said
I'm a
biscuit
dick.
and gravy,
No,
because you were definitely wrong.
We'll do the
I'm
biscuit
telling
and
you
gravy
right now,
We took a picture!
when you put biscuits in plural form, that means 2.
Little Monster Binky, how much time we have left on this one?
Plenty of time.
I need the exact time because we have a lot to talk about.
9 minutes and 40 seconds.
I can talk you about the time Thorsten Creed ripped me off for money. I can
Definitely talk about that.
Okay. All right. So we went down to Warehouse Wars. Pancakes came with me, and I'm going to be honest, and I think anyone listening will agree. We fucking stole the show.
Of course we stole the show. Not for nothing. It was my first match there. They didn't even have my entrance music, and everybody knows what my entrance music is from the commercial, where you see the old man.
No, it's a real band, though.
It's Banga Boys.
Banga.
We like to party.
Yes, we like the party. They didn't have my song, and they had no Wi-Fi. So I asked them, what is the funniest song you have on your playlist? He says, I have maybe Tootsie Roll. I said, I'll take it. That's my entrance song. If you've ever watched me work,
we're going to waste time with this.
You're going to go ahead and you're going to hear from the dumpster behind IHOP weighing in at a delicious
We like to party. We like to party.
Every single bite. He is the amazing Pancakes coming out.
You ready? Beat drop, baby.
the shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Anyway, stop licking my
No, we're
ass.
gonna play all 5 minutes of this.
Oh my god.
No, don't.
That would be ridiculous.
We like to party.
You would.
All right, yeah, you didn't have your music. Continue. Waste a couple minutes.
I come out, and I come out to Tootsie Roll. And if you ever hear...
Let me see that Tootsie Roll!
Up, down, drop it low. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Let me tell you something. A fat guy dressed up as a chef, a fat white guy dressed up like a chef, bouncing his ass around.
I think that's irrelevant.
And of course it's irrelevant, but it's just funny to put out there. If you see me jumping around, bouncing my ass, and you see me jumping around, dancing around to... See? Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. There it is.
Alright, reel this back in. Reel this back
Anyway, so... I stole that fucking entrance like it was nobody's business. I won the crowd that night.
You did very well, yeah.
First match there. It was my debut match there, and unfortunately, it was my only match there.
Yeah, let me preface this. I mean, or end note this on the fact that Pancakes came to a warehouse war. He did absolutely amazing to the point where the promoter is quoted on saying, "That guy is fucking gold." And then Pancakes no-showed the next show and turned down 2 bookings after that because shit happens.
Now, the reason why I wasn't able to go was, number one, they didn't communicate with me. That's my biggest pet peeve. When people start using people as, as the in-between guy trying to go around the grapevine, like, if you want to use me, talk to me. I would prefer you hit me up on Facebook and say, hey, we would really like it if you can come down and work with us. Let's talk business. That's great. But don't go through other people. Like, they tend to go through you, Jerry.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. Because
I know.
That gives me no advantage to try to negotiate any type of business deal with anybody.
It's a problem where places I work and you work, they tend to lean on me to contact you.
Well, you're usually the champion, so they just assume.
Well, that's true. I am usually the champion, but let's focus on
Especially during a fucking pandemic. I'm not going to charge nobody right now because fuck, man.
Yeah, but
nobody can fucking pay nobody.
I think the issue is really
Take care of me. Just take care of me.
Okay, I think that's what it is. People talk to you the first time, right?
Yeah.
And they find that you're mentally incompetent, right?
Yeah.
So then they talk to me because you're a fucking imbecile.
Fuck you.
Yeah, but that's what happens. And I get you a fucking sweet deal where you get fucking
I get it. You
something.
give me the sweet deal, Mr. Malloy.
Check out my status I posted on Facebook where I said, someone pay me to fucking go around the world and beat this fat sack of shit up. And it was a picture of you.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't even check it out.
Yeah, check out my fucking gimmick account. There's super cool stuff
I
on
don't
there.
even fucking look at your shit.
Bethany does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah! I feel like Otis. Oh, yeah!
Well, it's because Bethany's a whore.
Now, 5 minutes about how fucking
Listen,
Force and Greed fucked you.
Listen, I've heard about Ben. Gay. She turned into Ron Simmons. Okay, we have 57 minutes, so we're gonna talk about
Ben.
What company is it now?
Fuck you, Ben.
EWA Maryland.
EW Maryland. Okay, so let me tell you how. Do you want to hear the story of how I got fired from them in 2007?
Fuck you, Ben.
Yes,
I
talk
mean-
about that.
Okay. My esteemed, trustworthy, Samaritan, Nobel Peace Prize worthy of a partner, Headrush, had worked out a deal where we would drive from Long Island to EW Maryland for $0 and I wrestled there for about a year straight. Every month, driving down for the grand total of $0. And do you know what I found out at the end of the year? Every show, I had been paid $30. But my travel partner, Thorsten Creed, had been pocketing the money and using it as his portion of the gas.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. What a fucking sack of crap that kid was. So I thought I didn't get paid for a year. But it evens out, guys.
That
Listen.
guy could totally suck all of our Joey Ryans.
Yeah, well, he broke his neck in his debut match for Beyond Wrestling. And I don't believe in karma, but...
You know.
Oh, well!
Anyway, so after about a year of driving
that guy
there...
one time in my life, he was nice, but he looked at me like... I looked at him and I was just like, I couldn't fucking trust that guy in a dark alley.
I mean, that's the thing. You graduated in under a year. He graduated FTW school in 6.5 years, so he's clearly the better professional
Oh,
wrestler.
of course!
Because a doctor that goes to school for 37 years is not as good as a doctor that goes for 7 years.
Yeah?
Anyway, so after a year of driving there for $0 and zero money, my car I was borrowing slipped on the New Jersey exit, and we hit the wall full on, and then we flipped around and hit the back full on and totaled the fucking car. We got stuck at a rest stop in New Jersey.
The first rest stop off of the
first rest stop. We called our partner Headrush and said, listen, we're one exit away. Come back and get me. You're in a separate car. And he said, nah, that would be inconvenient. And left us there to fucking die. So they then booked me in a cage match. Headrush no-showed it because he felt like it.
Because he
and then they fired me.
Tell anybody that he had this booking, so he didn't get off from work and he didn't collect any money.
And then they fired me for no fucking reason. 5 years later, they brought me back because they thought I had a name, gave me the mid-card title, then jobbed me out, and then they fired me because I was getting married on the day of their show and I wasn't there instead of going to my wedding.
That right there is called piece o' shit.
The booker, Chris, is a really good guy. The promoter, Jim, is aloof, doesn't pay attention, and doesn't pay any money. And the time he tried to kick my mom out of the building...
Because I don't get a +1, even though I did their show for like 6 months.
And the time he didn't realize my wife had been wrestling for him for 6 months definitely shows he's a piece of shit. And the fact that I had to go back twice and I got fired twice for bullshit, once for being in a car accident and the second for getting married.
Wait. Let's give the real reason that you got fired the first time was because you and Headrush were more popular than their popular
That's true.
team.
We won Tag Team of the Year. And the tag team that was against us in the poll, one of them was the booker.
Right.
And he got mad. He said, Maryland people didn't vote. New York people did. They stole the awards. So we're going to give it to the second place, which just happens to be my own tag team. And we're going to fire the other team because that's easier. Then they bring me back 5 years later, apologize for what went wrong, put me over, tell me how I'm worth more money than what they're paying me, and then fire me for getting married.
Well, right there just shows that the character between them is the same character as a fecal matter coming out of a bull's ass.
Yep. Now, I will give them one praise. They hired you and you no-showed.
Oh, well.
Yeah, in hindsight, when you see how they treated me, maybe your folly was actually a pro.
I'm going to be honest with you on this. When you disrespect people that I care about, like, I no-showed only because it wasn't necessarily a no-show, is because you didn't do business with me. You did business with somebody else in my behalf.
You did business through a middleman. You never actually concreted with me, yeah.
Exactly. Like, I don't mind it if it's through you, because at least you'll talk to me about it before you make any definite decisions on my behalf, because I know that you do know better than, you do know what's best.
I may not
trust you. But the bottom line is, they went, like, I don't know them from a hole in the fucking wall.
Some promotion somewhere.
If you wanted to do more business with me, you should have contacted me. I gave you all of my information before I left the first time I worked for you.
Yep.
I stole the fucking show.
Knocked it out of the park.
Me and Jerry fucking stole the fucking show.
Carried his ass?
Yeah. Yep. I had 6 like fucking burritos that day.
It was
I
good.
have the farts.
It was good. I
All right.
swear.
We're over by a minute, so let's wrap it up.
But
Listen.
anyway, I wouldn't work for them today, just knowing the fact that they have treated you like and not for nothing. I was the one who fucking married your ass. If they're gonna tell
true.
you that you can't fucking get married because they want you on their show, let me find me. You on a fucking contract? Suck a dick.
You know what's the sick part about
Fuck
me?
you, asshole.
Yeah, and I appreciate that 100%. You know what is the sick, depraved part about the beer villain?
Shut up, Bobo.
The sick, depraved part is if they booked me tomorrow, I'd go. Because I have this thing. Every promotion that doubted me, every promotion that said he was too old, too fat, too toothless, too bald, too whatever, I just want to be your world champion.
Not worth my time.
No, it is worth my time because proving motherfuckers wrong is what gets me up in the morning.
This is the thing. You and That's
where we differ. It's true.
We do very differ. Like, not for nothing. Very differ. I'm very fatter than you.
You're like Zach Galifianakis before the weight loss, and I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Where the fuck was I going with this?
Something about your penis.
We can't go over 10 minutes every time,
Pen
guys.
15 has a new season. Pen 15 on Netflix.
I told you that.
Yeah, watch it.
Looks
All right, we have to stop here.
Yeah.
What is this, promotion 17?
Forgot what the fuck I was
This
going to
is
say.
literally number 7. We have 3 more to go.
So 2 out of episode 10, part 2.
Yes.
All right, what's the next one? I have to pee.
All right.
I can't leave and let him talk while I pee, so I'm going to hold it. Just for you.
All right.
Someone get this guy a fucking
A bedpan.
a bedpan.
I'm currently urinating.
All right. Promotion number 3
as a urinal.
of part 2. Technically number 8 of this entire episode. PWR.
Okay, wait.
Go.
Okay, wait. This is fair. Pancakes from PWR's home promotion. I'm gonna come in at the end. I have to pee. Good luck, Pancakes.
Thank you. Wow. I've never really gotten this opportunity before. What do I
Talk
do?
about PWR.
PWR.
Go.
Shit. Okay. All right. So PWR. I started. I can hear you pee.
Talk about PWR.
I'm going. PWR was my home company.
He shut off my...
PWR was my home company we started back in 2006. If I'm not mistaken, 2006. It was ran by indie wrestlers Johnny Ova and Carmine Azzato with Agent of the Stars Bobby Rydell.
Gay.
And he's back! He's back, Jerry! Oh,
I'm like a racehorse, baby.
oh my God.
I'm like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3 dancing down the street. I'm ready to go.
Damn. Okay. So, I was just telling them, as much as I can, because I don't know how to do this on my own, I need you to hold my hand.
He literally said 2
Always
words.
hold your hand,
I
baby.
said 2 words.
Continue.
PWR. You wouldn't have me without PWR, that's for sure. I will say that. PWR started in a warehouse.
How much time I got left, Bink?
Plenty. At least 6 minutes.
We just started the topic.
I'm
Yeah.
just checking. I was pissing. I was Mike Kiessing.
Were you
over the
pissing or
toilet.
were you fucking stuck in time?
I was taming the dragon.
Damn. Draining the main vein?
I was being positive while I wiped my feet.
PWR, guys. Come on. PWR. This is the topic.
PWR. My phone. My home fed.
My phone.
My phone. My home phone.
My home phone. E.T.
Phone home.
I was watching that movie the other day.
This is the problem. This is the problem with part 2. This is why we don't
We're
do part 2.
too drunk and
We're
fucked up
fucking
at this
drunk.
point.
This is why
You're fucking drunk.
fucking drunk.
PWR.
PWR.
You wrestled there.
I wrestled there in the beginning days of my old career.
Johnny Malloy did not because Jesus.
Johnny Malloy is a
Same
Satanist.
reason I would not full face champion, but continue.
Satanist. I started out
I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch on Netflix, but I don't know if Satan is.
PWR. PWR was my home fed. I said this 1,000 times.
Home fed,
Right?
Buster Upper.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
Buster Upper.
Yeah.
Buster Upper with Donnie Bon Jovi match of the year 2006.
Wow.
5.
Johnny Bon Jovi actually was on the PWR roster.
Yeah, he's very good. He wasn't bad.
He wasn't a bad wrestler. It's just he was very.
He just only knew A to D, and I needed A to Z.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
He's a good guy. You can't say fucking shit.
No.
He was a fucking great guy.
Yeah. Anyway, so.
You wrestled for the
within
company
that
called
company,
PWR.
that company.
Pro Wrestling Revolution.
They did so many cool events in the beginning.
They did super cool events before I was a wrestler.
Yep.
I heard about the time they had the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I got super kicked.
Oh my God! Me and Huge Perversion, we called them up and we said, "Hey, we want tickets to PWR featuring Shawn Michaels." And the lady on the phone said, "Do you believe in Jesus?" And I said, well, no. And they said, well, you can't buy a ticket unless you believe in Jesus. And
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you'd said, fucking tell him Jesus is real, fucking lie. And I was like, I'm Jewish? And they said,
That's fucking funny.
there's still time to drop a knee before Christ and meet your Savior.
To drop a knee before Christ.
And also, this little lady said this. This lady said, "There's still time to drop a knee before Christ and also see Shawn Michaels." And I said to her, I'm gonna talk to my mom. And at 16 years old, I hung the fuck up.
Counsel with my mother.
Yeah, man. Just because I didn't
Before I
believe.
make any rash decisions.
Listen.
On Messiah.
Listen. I'm not saying Jesus isn't real. I'm just saying Jesus fucked me out of the Full Faith Wrestling belt, and Jesus fucked me out of seeing Shawn Michaels on Long Island. So really, what the fuck have you done for me?
Well,
Jesus.
Well, you like bread, right? You like sandwiches?
I also like The Passion
Jesus
of the
made
Christ,
bread.
starring Henry Cavill's brother.
Jesus also could turn water into wine. And just imagine if it's not wine. Could you imagine if he could turn, like, water into, like,
Milk?
cold Coors Light?
Listen. If Jesus created all, and God created all, how come Cliff Roush is so positive? I mean, that can't be in God's grand design, can it? Alright, PWR, anyway.
Anyway, PWR. So, I wrestled a lot of cool matches in PWR. Had my first match as a wrestler in PWR. I'm not going to tell you what it was because it was the drizzling shits.
That's even more reason to bring it up.
How much time we got left, Vicky?
My first match, my
3
name,
minutes.
I was
57 minutes.
I had just turned 18 years old.
When was that? 2000 BC?
Damn. It was 2006
Before Christ.
BC, where it was me and my former partner, and he will only be my
Hadjic?
No. His name was, at the time, Damien Darko.
Oh, I like that guy. Wait, no, is that the guy that was managed by Foxy, or is that somebody else?
No,
Oh, it's Damien Dragoon.
that's Damien Dragon.
Okay. I loved his Xbox game.
Dragon.
Continue.
Anyway, so no one knew him, unfortunately, because he decided that he was gonna make a bad name for himself in the early days of his so-called career.
It
Give
happens.
himself some shit.
Lean in.
So, oh yeah, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3.
I want people say Johnny Malloy talks too much, and I say Pancakes doesn't lean into his fucking microphone.
Eat shit, you warlock. Anyway,
I have magic.
damn.
Yeah.
So I wrestled my first match. I was part of a tag team originally. I went by the name Draven, and we went by the tag team called
Long Island Wrecking Crew.
No, we went under.
That wasn't you?
No, that was me. But that was later.
Later.
My beginning was my first match in PWR, the beginning stages of PWR, where I debuted in a tag team called DOA, Dead on Arrival.
That's a cool name.
It was a cool name.
I mean, it's a ripoff, but it's a cool name.
Of course it's a ripoff. But
What wrestling isn't?
Yeah, it's true. Wrestling's parody. Oh, Little Montebicky gets the Big Dick Award of the day. Continue, Big.
Of course.
Damn.
Continue, Pancakes.
Damn. So, we came out. We were their first tag team, and we were the Drizzling Shits. We wrestled.
I really wish that Danny Alsamo and Cliff Roush would tag and be called the Drizzling Shits. Continue.
I think that would be an excellent tag team.
I think ECPW might draw like 6 billion people with that.
I would totally book that in a heartbeat.
Continue with the Drizzling Shits Chronicles.
Anyway, so we wrestled Menace and Armand de Muerto.
Oh, Menace! He went places.
Menace? Like real Menace?
Yeah, like Menace,
Yeah.
The one we know?
Yeah, like the one where he did that thing once where he did that wrestling thing where he did that thing where did that thing where Menace.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
So, shitty match. Anyway, fast forward, and I end up leaving my school, thinking that I was hot shit because my tag team partner, who just so happened to be the guy I came into the wrestling school at BWR, we came in together. I've known that guy since I was a kid, since before, we even thought about doing pro wrestling training, but
yeah,
he went and he didn't want to do it no more, and I still wanted to do it. So
you're so articulate.
I went back to PWR, and it took me some time. I had to earn my fucking stripes again. I had to fucking do I got to pay my dues again. I had to fucking do the cardio, and I wasn't allowed to be on shows. I had to be the head of the fucking ring crew, and I fucking earned my stripes again. Let me tell you something.
Real fucking fun.
I earned a lot of fucking respect when I did that, because one time we were about to have a show. We used to have our shows in the gymnasium. Of the Upper Room Christian World Center. Yep. And we would set up the ring in the gym, and we would have shows in the gym at night, where we were trying to set up for our show, and apparently the basketball team was supposed to have a game there that night.
Basketball.
So they go ahead and they said, "What are you talking about? We have a show here tonight. We have people who paid for tickets."
Paid for tickets.
Johnny Ova was about to get in a physical fight with
Pastor Ewing,
with another pastor who runs the basketball team for the Upper Room Christian
basketball pastor.
And of course, I walk in, and everybody's like, "What's going?" I turn to everybody. I'm like, "What's going on?" I turned to Magnum. I turned to Flames. I turned to everybody. I'm like,
Magnum Flames, baby.
They're like, Johnny's about to get into a fight. I'm like, fuck this shit. So I took my fucking jacket off. I said, if he's gonna fight,
let him in jacket.
Fucking fight. You grab that for me. Thanks.
Penis.
Whoa! 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 I said, grab the doobie, not the ding dong.
Continue.
Anyway.
We're running out of time here. Come on.
Anyway.
Speed this up.
We didn't talk about PWR at all.
We didn't talk about PWR.
We're not talking about PWR.
Come on.
So I became PWR Tag Team Champion, the very first. Me and Magic, we became the very first PWR Tag Team Championship. We wrestled Jason Static and Justin Cage for that title. Okay?
It's going nowhere. It's going nowhere. Everything you say is going nowhere.
PWR.
You wasted PWR.
Okay, you guys want to hear some shit?
We're gonna have to
Here we go.
We have to start
Here's the
this
shit.
topic over again.
You rube.
PWR is responsible for some talent as myself.
Ain't no one else.
Marty Flames.
Marty Flames has one eye.
Jesus Mary. And Mike Magnum.
Mike Magnum. Okay, Mike Magnum. Yeah, you win.
PWR is also the reason as to why a lot of us were not able to go out there and perform in front of higher amounts of crowds.
Very old school.
Very old school. They were very protective of us. PWR was very protective of
us.
They didn't want us going out and getting involved with outside companies.
Making money.
If we got I remember I got a booking with Matt.
He remembers.
To be damn. Just shut the fuck up.
Damn.
You're fucking gone, bro.
You're going nowhere.
He's fucking late.
You're going. I'm Sebastian Cage, baby.
All right.
You're going nowhere. PWR was full of Jesus.
We're out of fucking
PWR, baby.
And you didn't say a goddamn thing.
Ted DiBiase, Johnny Over, Bobby Rydell, penises. And PWR. Jesus.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this. I feel like if I was able to go and travel at a younger age when I first started wrestling,
before the diabetes,
and if I was to come up with the pancake gimmick back in those days,
you wouldn't.
I would. Damn, I swear to Christ, I would have gotten booked everywhere.
Damn, you just swear on the Lord's
what
name.
Everybody was looking for at that time.
True.
Amen.
True, but listen, much like the dodo bird in the story of Moses, you missed the ark, baby.
I sure fucking did.
Hey,
And it's bullshit.
hey, listen, we have to get on to promotion number 77, 447,
All right. Promotion number 9,
which is 4
which is 4 for
in this
part
episode.
fucking
Wait,
Four
before we get into 4,
You can talk for 10 minutes about nothing.
Before we get to 4,
Over and over.
let's take a shot of
I'm not
Memphis.
taking
a shot.
I'm not taking another fucking shot.
Yeah!
Yeah! Episode 10!
10, baby!
Oh my god, this is why we don't go this many hours on this one show.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Bethany passed out of a heroin overdose an hour ago.
Oh, God!
Pants down.
Someone
It's down!
Alright, are we ready for the next topic? Or you guys gonna keep screaming into
Listen,
my
we're super cereal.
That shit is fucking smooth.
Yeah, smooth like Cliff's bottom.
Alright. Rampage Pro Wrestling,
Wow.
go. 10 minutes.
Rampage!
Rampage! I love Rampage.
Have you
Rampage Pro Wrestling, the main man, Jay Cortez!
Alright, so before we get too down the drunken rabbit hole, let me tell you, www.rampageprowrestling.com, still active. Rampage Pro Wrestling was a company that ran at the Delaware Agricultural Museum for more than a couple years. It was Delaware's biggest drawing promotion in 2017, 18, and a little bit of 19. It was the Wild West of Delaware. It was a chance where anyone, any skill, any trainer could take a chance and make a name, and it was run by the master of puppets, the puppeteer himself, Mr. Jay Cortez.
And it's the only company where I can get fired 3 consecutive times and still be asked to come back.
Listen,
Love you, Jay! Always in my heart.
we'll talk a lot about Rampage, but I will say this. At its heart, at its core, was a man who believed in second chances. Whether you had fucked up in wrestling, you had fucked up in life, or you'd fucked up with the law itself, Jay believed that every mistake does not govern a person. Jay believed that we are the sum of our actions and not based on one action.
Very true.
And Jay put that forward. And he ran in a place in the heart of Dover. He ran in a place where no wrestling show had ever run before. He ran in a museum.
And you know what? Not for nothing.
Coolest venue.
A lot of,
Coolest venue.
that was a fucking really cool venue.
Fucking
That place
love
was
that
awesome.
venue.
And I was really surprised because, I mean, not for nothing, I really never thought in a million years an agricultural museum or a museum of any sort would ever hold a professional.
I agree.
show.
Yeah.
The idea of the fact that I had...
I think that they would think of it as mind-numbing stupidity.
The fact that I had some of the greatest moments in my life in that ring, in that agriculture museum, under like suspended crop dusting planes, and like all this like cow statues and like old school butter turning devices, and like we packed hundreds of people into that building.
Yep.
And I was a guy from New York that he didn't know from a hole in the wall, and Rampage Pro Wrestling
Chance on you.
took a chance. And
On the word of Rockshaw.
on the word of
Yeah.
Rockshaw, and I don't think this is being a dick, but besides maybe the Briscoe brothers, I became the greatest wrestler in Delaware history.
Damn, that's some fucking big-ass balls you saying there, Pally Boy.
I don't think it's being a dick. I think it's legitimate. I
could
think
be.
Delaware people
I'm
would
not
exist.
gonna lie. You are very well known in Delaware and Maryland. And that's just a straight up fact. Not for nothing. For a long time, they called you the King of Delaware. The
It's
King
true.
of the Mountain.
which I happily passed to Mr. Marcus Waters, one of my greatest rivals. But I think that, and the reason for that is Rampage Pro Wrestling, Jay Cortez, allowed me for the first time in a very long time an even playing field.
Yeah.
I was allowed to fairly be looked at for just my wrestling and just what I brought to the table, and start anew. It was cool, man.
The amount of promos you did in that building was just absolutely insane.
King of the Agricultural Museum.
Yeah, you literally could go to a different spot and it would look like a different location every time because it was like 100 different backgrounds.
I love that place, man.
We had a lot of good times there. Remember the time where me and you got the chance to beat the shit out of Justin Credible?
That was amazing, man.
That was a fucking awesome
Justin was,
was
sober as hell.
Yep.
The most sober I've ever seen anybody.
Yeah.
Justin was sober. But yeah, it was an amazing match, and Bo James coming down, getting to do my second match with Sonny Kiss, getting to wrestle one of my good friends, Dame Wildchild Smith,
and the cage match with Muddy Waters.
The cage match with Muddy Waters, where I learned if you squeeze a black person's head, it squirts like a fountain.
Yep.
It's just Muddy Waters. But I'm gonna squeeze Marcus's head eventually.
Well, I will say this: I want to thank Mr. Jay Cortez.
He gave everybody a chance, man.
He gave everybody a chance. I love that man to death. I love his family. I love all the guys in the locker room.
Yeah, man.
Every single one of them. I miss them all dearly.
It's family.
It's all a big family, and you know what? I didn't really get to spend too much time with those guys.
You would have fit like a glove.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I gained a friendship with Jay Cortez and his family, alongside with my fiance. We gained a friendship with them that will never die. And he could say all he fucking wants.
Because
I'm never gonna run another wrestling show. I'm never I can't come back to wrestling. Motherfucker, we all know you're coming back. Guess what? You're coming back. And you can't deny it, can't supply it. Motherfucker, you're coming back!
I really hope with everything I have that somebody brings Rampage Pro Wrestling back, because let's face the facts. No one did bigger crowds than Rampage.
Nope.
No one did it without names. No one did it without taking chances.
Nope.
Chances on guys like Steve Coleman. Unproven. Gave him the fucking rocket. Guys like Ryan Vox gave him the fucking rocket. Guys, Pancakes, Matt Wild, Johnny Malloy gave a second life to guys like Grey Wolf. Gave a chance to guys like Mr. Grimm and Kindred. That
man didn't only book with his brain.
He booked with his heart.
He booked with his heart.
His heart, man. Jay Cortez is one of the best promoters I've ever worked for. Anyone who has anything bad to say about him,
you can suck on my dick.
You're fucking judging a young man by the sum of his life, and it was some of the best times of my life. I've cracked my skull for Rampage Pro Wrestling. I've broke my arm for Rampage Pro Wrestling. I've wrestled with torn MCL when I wasn't supposed to, and he always gave me more than I gave him. He was the type of promoter where I would tell him I'm getting a hotel, and he would PayPal me.
PayPal the hotel money.
Hotel money. He would offer me to stay at his house. I'd be a dick and get a hotel anyway, and he'd still PayPal me the extra on top of it money, even if he didn't make a profit, because that's who he was. And it's a sad day in Delaware history, the day Rampage Pro Wrestling closed.
That man continued to pay me when I told him to stop.
Yep. You could not refuse a payday. You couldn't. He would find a way to get it to you. I went to dinner with him.
Numerous dinners.
Numerous times where he would fake being sick or fake having to shit or fake whatever and sneak up to the register and prepay dinner. This is a shoot. He was treating my parents like they were kings and queens. He listened to every idea I had, whether it was bad or good.
Invited us to his house multiple times. We've gone to his house and his brother's house for parties and dinners and charity events and anything he ever asked us for.
Dude, he paid thousands of dollars.
Opened his house to us.
Thousands of dollars to rent the Agriculture Museum and this big ass Chinese buffet with it looked like a fucking gala. just to
award
hold
show.
end of the year awards where he bought every award out of his pocket just to give wrestlers awards to recognize the bullshit, stupid indie stuff they did. It was sad what happened.
It shows so much character to someone.
It shows.
Because not for nothing, Jay Cortez always took care of every single guy
Everybody.
he worked for.
Everybody.
Or worked for him, rather. He always took care of every single guy who's ever worked for him. In one way, shape, or form. And not for nothing, if it can't be through money, he's feeding your ass.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He definitely told every wrestler in the locker room that at the end of the night, go up to the concession stand, tell them you're a wrestler on the show, and they will give you whatever you want,
buddy.
and he would cover it at the end of the night.
Hey, buddy.
Every single time.
Hey, buddy,
you go.
you need a place to stay? Me and Ashley have many rooms. Come stay with us.
Yep.
Every time.
It's ridiculous.
Ordered
And-
pizza,
Asked me and my
crates of
fiance to
water.
come up and go visit them. And unfortunately, we couldn't do anything because of
How-
what's going on, but
How many promoters were at my wedding? One. Jay fucking Cortez. So,
Oh, Dennis John was there, but
Dennis John's not a promoter. Not right now, at least. He's the property
sure,
manager.
not currently.
I can't say enough good things about Rampage Pro Wrestling. I miss it. I love it, and if it ever comes back, I will be the first in fucking line to sign up and give whatever I got left to it.
You're going to fight me for that spot, motherfucker.
It makes me sad to think about what happened. I'm so glad it had its time to shine in New York, and thank you guys for working with SWA and making us that much better, and thank you for trusting in me and Pancakes and Binky.
Thank you for consistently trying to make me work.
Yeah, man. All right, Binky,
Multiple matches on that show that he let me work.
Binky, how much time we have left?
Maybe a minute and a half.
A minute and a half. Okay. Thank you for that triple threat with PJ Parker and JT Funk.
That's good.
It was good. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for allowing me to pitch ideas and bring guys in. Thank you for risking thousands of dollars for the Athletic Commission fine for letting me blade Muddy. Thank you for not letting Muddy's mother punch me in the face in the fucking locker room because she thought I cut her baby boy for real.
Damn.
Thank you for taking the title off me with grace. Thank you for letting me bring the title to SWA.
And other companies. You brought it everywhere.
Thank you so much. I love you guys. I'm so sorry. And if I get anywhere and I have any stroke or any power, the very first thing I'm going to do is bring back Rampage Pro Wrestling.
That's for a fact. Not for nothing.
It's a fact.
I love
Their
Jay
family,
Cortez.
They treat all their talent like family.
All
How
their
many
talent.
promotions have we talked about? And how many promotions have we talked about like Rampage?
True.
Not even SWA, and I love it, and I'm so happy I've done this, but not even SWA got the same admiration. Ooh, that was horrible.
That was a horrible word.
Admiration in the same amount of time. Only
I want you to
Rampage.
say the ABCs backwards.
You know what I'll say?
Suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
All right, let's get to the final, the very last number.
Number 10. Number 5 on this episode.
Holy
5 on this
cannoli.
episode, 10 of episode 10 on part 2. The last promotion that we're going to talk about, and I picked this topic last because I knew that it'd be the most entertaining to hear you talk a bunch of shit about Predator Pro Wrestling.
Oh my god! More than Rampage.
It's so much fun to hear you guys talk about how shitty Predator Pro Wrestling was.
Oh boy! I lost the mouse. God. What minutes are we at on the timeline?
We could do 10 more minutes.
What are we at the timeline now? I want to know where on the timeline because I could really shoot here.
Yo, I think we could both fucking shoot. I'm telling you.
I think
the truth.
nothing I could say could fuck me out of any contract or anything possible, so I can
I
just
really don't give
free reign this
Talk
motherfucker.
freely about how terrible Predator Pro Wrestling was.
Do you want to go? You want to start, or you want me?
Sure, I'll start. Nightmare, Mike Jordan.
Your best friend, your buddy, your tag partner.
Your partner of 4
Don't you know?
years.
4 years. Pancake nightmare.
You would think that would mean a lot.
According to not just me, but many people, it was more of a nightmare than a pancake nightmare. Okay? I'm glad you found that funny. Damn. So, my experiences with Mr. Nightmare. He was jealous of the fact that I got over and he didn't. I would go out there and the people would be crowding my name, chanting my name. But he had to ride my coattails. Thanks, Dick!
Damn, this is getting serious.
Anyway, I don't care. I haven't spoken to him. But what the hell is he gonna do?
Alright, okay, let's get back on track. I wanna slow the tempo down. I wanna even Binky. You're the producer. Actually, wait.
Me behind my back.
Wait, fuck Binky. Let's focus on Boo Boo. Boo Boo, can I mulligan a minute to get us back on track? Do you think the people would go with a full minute of mulligan? What do you say, Boo Boo? Lick your nipple if you're good. Okay, we're good. We're gonna mulligan a minute. Thank you, Boo Boo.
I love that.
Okay. All right, everyone take a deep breath. Everyone take a deep breath and relax a little bit. Bethany, calm down.
Fuck down.
You can't keep juggling chainsaws.
Shut the hell up.
This is not America's Got Talent. We don't have that kind of budget.
Damn. With that being said,
guys, we're gonna relax a little bit. We're gonna pull this back a little bit because you gotta realize we've been going for a while, and we've been drinking 100 proof, so we're a little bit lit. But the last one is Predator Pro Wrestling, and this is one that's both. It's very close to both of our anuses because it was the drizzling shits. The drizzling shits.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this: my own tag team partner of 4 years.
4 years.
Started his own company. Number one, didn't book me. Number two,
I'd like to think he hated you as much as you hated him, so that makes sense.
But you know what? There's a difference. He might have hated me because I made myself look a hell of a lot better than I would ever make him look.
Okay, I want to say
Let's
this.
put it this way. If you ran a show right now, today, tomorrow, whatever, you would not book him.
True.
No.
Okay.
So you dislike each other equally.
Stop.
No, I just...
Cut it. I want to say this. Okay, and this is the perfect comparison.
Okay.
You and Nightmare, the Pancake Nightmare, the tag team.
Right.
You guys, if we're comparing SWA to something, you guys were the Enzo Amore of SWA.
Oh,
you guys were
God.
such a fucking problem, but you were making us money.
Damn.
Sweet green Benjamins. Sweet money.
Why do I feel like if we didn't make you money, that you would have fired me months before?
Accurate.
Oh, being a good friend of mine and Nightmare Nightmare being
you can take another fire.
a drain on my life. If you guys weren't generating money, I probably would have jobbed you to B3.
Damn.
Undefeated boy band, baby.
Damn.
No, I mean, you guys were a fun tag team. You guys really were. I know you guys would, like, look at yourselves negatively, but I would compare you guys to, like, Too Cool.
Okay.
A fun tag team for the crowd. They didn't have to think a lot. They just had to enjoy the idea of the Pancake Nightmare. You guys were out there. You guys were fun. You were dancing. You were winning. You were moving around a lot. And that's all kids are looking for. They just want a lot of movement and jiggly stuff.
I just don't understand why
You guys had a lot of
have
jiggly
a
stuff.
problem with everything that was happening. Like, I never really had a problem with him until he started bitch moaning and complaining.
What?
To be honest, like, yeah, he was the drizzling shits and he still is.
Can we mulligan?
The bottom line is,
Can we mulligan like 2 minutes?
This is the last one, so go as long as
If
you
you want the shoot, never spoken before, true Hollywood story. No, I mean the true answer of what happened. It was very simple. You guys worked as a tag team, whether you liked it or not, because you were a yin
and he is.
and a yang. You were a great wrestler with a great gimmick, with a lot of personality. You could wrestle, you could move, you could connect, you could read the crowd.
Thank you.
And Nightmare, he sold a lot of tickets.
A lot.
So you were the perfect yin and the yang. You did all the wrestling, and he did all the selling tickets to his friends, whether they showed up or not. So he gave me a lot of money, and you carried him through good matches. You see how it worked? You see how promoting works? You see why promoting is so much fun?
This is about Predator
Well,
Pro
I'm gonna
Wrestling
be
and how
honest.
terrible it was. Come on.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest,
we
because
tried
of
this.
that,
We tried not
I
to
got
cheat.
to wrestle Len Oddity and
Jim Sullivan.
and I
the
got to
FBI.
wrestle the FBI. Yep.
And you guys had, I think at one point you might have wrestled Flawless and Lawless, Blake Morris and
Yes,
Rex.
we also wrestled Flawless.
Great match. And you got.
I loved wrestling with Rex.
Let me ask you a question real quick. We got back to Predator Pro Wrestling, and we'll mulligan some stuff because I know Danny and Taylor are sitting here listening. I mean, let's stay positive, guys.
Nobody's gonna talk to Alex anymore, guys. Come on.
Let me ask you guys. Double A, man. We're going October 31st, Southern Pro Wrestling. Let me ask you. Okay, you've been in a lot of companies, correct?
Correct.
Did anyone ever strap the rocket to you as hard as SWA Wrestling did when you were with the Pancake Nightmare?
No.
How'd it feel?
Let's just say this. I think I've mentioned this 1,000 times over. I've been doing this for about 16 years now. And
It's actually not 16 years because me and Mike Magnum discovered that I started wrestling before the both of you.
Yep.
what?
Yeah. This has been something I didn't know for the last 15 years. I've been the fucking veteran the whole fucking time. So, I would just like to
Get
say...
your ass to the back of the bus, you motherfucker!
I would just like to say... I would like my bags packed in the trunk vertical,
You can also
not horizontal.
suck on my dick.
No, continue, yeah. But I'm the veteran. Continue.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, you piece of shit.
Thanks, Mike Magnum.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
There's no way he listens to this. There's no way him and Stephanie sit there around the Mother Teresa going, oh, this is good
This is
shit.
not worth their time.
This is all thanks to me finding that VPW ticket back in the day.
Thank God I wrestled before Mike Magnum. I never heard the end of it.
As Mike Magnum is sitting there painting his canvas.
Painting his canvas.
His cat?
Starving artist.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He is starving. He hasn't had SpaghettiOs in years.
Ramen noodles get you so
Hey,
far.
what was the topic again, guys?
Okay, wait. Mulligan 5 minutes. Mulligan 5 minutes.
Mulligan. I don't even fucking remember what the hell we were talking about.
Fucking, I'm changing J Muller to J Mulligan. It fits better.
That's actually pretty good. Anyway,
Pretty good.
so yeah, that's pretty good.
That's his singles career. He'll be the Zane of B3.
oh god.
Bethany gets it. She likes boy bands.
Damn.
It's the longest episode, but you've listened this far. Why would you turn it off now?
Good thing it's in 2 parts.
Why would you turn it off now?
Okay, Predator Pro Wrestling, terrible company, terrible promotion. Let's go.
How much time we have left?
I never worked for
Wait.
fucking Predator Pro because my own tag team partner for 4 fucking years never fucking booked me.
I want to say
So
this.
fuck that guy.
I
We're
want.
at 1 hour,
Okay,
so
hi.
we literally have
Right in
0
the bottom.
time.
I want to set the setting here. This is Pancakes.
Hi.
And Nightmare is the promoter of Predator Pro Wrestling. And he spent
He's
a
the-
lot of money buying a ring. He spent a lot of money buying his own ring back from Shane. And he spent a lot of money on promotion license. Promoter, sorry, I'm drunk.
He's the-
Nictors, get fucked.
Ah!
We don't even try to get ratings here on Facebook. Anyway,
Fuck it.
At least it's not proper 12. That's your blackout.
Mark Zuckerberg!
We're gonna switch to proper 12 after this.
somewhere between you getting reamed in the butt and me passing out. Proper 12. Anyway, so Pinky's got a head lump.
It's removed.
It's removed. You know,
We called it Fergie.
wait, what were we talking about? Nightmares? Okay.
We
so
thought pimple popped that motherfucker.
you guys were
Better
together
than Pimple
for
Popper.
about 2 years.
True.
And it's safe to say, you tell me, you both had the biggest matches in your career as far as name-wise while you were together?
Yeah, I would say so.
And you were both, it's fair to say, completely miserable the whole time.
I wasn't miserable. The fact of the
You fucking liar!
No, hold on.
You fat fucking liar!
Be shut the fuck up! I have some shit to say. God damn it!
Damn it!
Damn it! Give me a feed.
God, I love these mics.
Ringies. Anyway.
Go.
Karate dancing. Anyway.
My dad! You referenced my dad! My dad thinks NXT is karate dancing. Mulligan, 6 minutes?
Come on! Come on!
We're fucking drunk. Fuck Danny. Danny, the person who work at Bayshore Liquor, of course.
Okay. Fuck Danny.
Not the other one with the fat girlfriend. Wife.
Them.
Fat. Obese. Stop stealing Nicole's moves. Fat.
What about that? I didn't watch it because I'm
Pancakes,
not
go. We've Mulligan 8 minutes. Alright, topic number 5. President Pro Wrestling, go.
I was not upset with the opportunities you gave me. I thought it was an awesome thing that we did.
Yep.
You gave me awesome opportunity. I was not happy with 3 things from him. Number 1, his wrestling sucked.
True.
Okay? Number 2, every 2 seconds he was complaining.
True.
You both were complaining.
both.
No.
You both.
I will complain about something different than him. Thank you.
That's still
Thank
a complaint, though.
No.
Bethany fucking making her money.
No. My complaint was I can't work with him. Every 2 seconds he's complaining.
True, every show.
Every show.
Every fucking show.
Where his complaint is, oh my god, I can't work with him because I don't like him.
Pancake Nightmare,
Fuck you.
behind the
What the fuck do
music.
you don't like me for? What the fuck did I do to you?
'Cause you're fat.
I've known you since fucking 2006.
And you complain about him, so he didn't like it either.
Now?
Your wrestling was
Because
better
I'm
than
over,
his, so he's
and I'm
annoyed.
fucking, you're sitting there dragging your fucking ass around the ring. People are getting fucking tired of it. I got fucking Nunzio and fucking Tony Mamaluke looking at me like, bro, I don't know what the fuck happened with that
Okay,
guy.
what was number 3?
Yeah, you're tubby and stubby.
Number 3.
I might be tubby and stubby, but at least I can fucking move.
You're a
and I
chode.
get over it.
A big chode.
Let
Continue.
me tell
3.
you something. I've worked
3.
with Nunzio on 3 different occasions.
Do number 3.
Nunzio.
Number 3.
Nunzio is
Mulligan 8 minutes.
What is
Great
the
thing-
third?
3.
What
What is
is
the
the
third
third
one? 3. 3. 3.
Third one. The
3.
fact that he continuously kept talking shit about me towards everybody behind my back in that fucking locker room.
That was the best part. Because you guys were like Barney and like fuck. What's the other one? What's the fucking girl?
Fred and Barney?
No,
Oh.
Barney and what's the girl? Fucking, she's a Triceratops. What's the girl on Barney?
Oh, Baby Bop.
Baby Bop. You were like Barney.
I know.
You were like Barney and Baby Bop if they fucking wanted to knife each other. It was the worst.
Wow.
Every show, you guys were like, I'd be like, you guys work the FBI tonight. You'd be like, yeah, but could Nightmare die? And Nightmare would be like, yeah, but could Pancakes die? It was the worst. Wait. Okay, wait. We're way off. Mulligan 9 minutes. Predator Pro Wrestling.
What do you have to say about Predator Pro? Because
Oh my god, let's talk about the time James McGrady got thrown up against the fucking wall because he properly called him.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
But
Okay.
you don't mess up
who the fuck hit McGrady?
Okay.
You don't mess up the promoters match.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Okay, let me tell a story, okay? I was not there for this. This was the Predator Pro Wrestling show that I couldn't make because I had another booking. My student, Jumbo Man, James McGrady,
Love you, Jamesy.
was on a Predator Pro Wrestling show, and he was refereeing a tag match with Nightmare,
And it
the
was
promoter.
a hardcore tag match.
It was I don't know if it was hardcore.
They had weapons.
Yeah, they had weapons, but I don't think it was hardcore. He was refereeing a tag match. In the tag match, Nightmare, who had blown a series of spots, forgotten a series of spots,
Of course.
and otherwise looked like the drizzling shits,
Of course.
decided to low blow his opponent directly in front of James. And James McGrady decided to call a DQ.
That's his fucking job!
That's how I trained him. But unfortunately, What happened was Nightmare grabbed him, decked him. They continued beating up the opponents. Then when they got backstage, Nightmare grabbed him by the throat and threw him against the wall and said, "You don't stop the promoter's match, you fucking idiot," and then threw him out into the parking lot. Now, I wasn't on the show, so I couldn't stop it. I was in the crowd.
All I have to say is this. If I ever
We showed up late to that.
was there, if I was ever booked for him and I was there, witnessing that to McGrady, number one, McGrady is probably one of the nicest fucking guys I've ever met in this business.
True.
Okay? Can he be a fuck up? He can.
Sure.
But you know what? Everybody fucking makes mistakes.
Sure.
I will say this.
Not me.
He's a very good referee. I like the Buster's Bulls because I fucking like him.
It's enjoyable.
I enjoy the Buster's Bulls because he's a good guy.
Yep.
And I will say this. If I ever get the opportunity to step in the ring with Nightmare, just knowing what he fucking did to him, I will fucking destroy him in a pool full of noodles match.
Well, unfortunately, you decide what I said. Nightmare, I think, is...
Clenching my fucking fist right now. I want to punch that.
It's annoying, yeah. James is a good
I want
guy.
to fucking hit him with a penny a la vodka in the mouth.
Nightmare is done wrestling. He hurt his neck. He closed Predator Pro. He is done. I think we went way over. We didn't talk about the Len Oddity story or anything like that.
Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. We're only 10 minutes over.
We're an hour and 13 minutes in, plus this, plus the intro.
This is including the intro, right?
We're very far in. We're very far off the rails.
We cut.
Oh, shit. You're right. All right.
All right, guys. We went heavily to Predator Pro Wrestling. Listen. Why don't you jump in the comments if you would like to hear some Predator Pro Wrestling stories about how Nightmare explained that me and Len Oddity are same as him, or how Thorsten Creed became the heavyweight champion because, Thorsten Creed,
Jesus, I forgot about that.
he licks fecal matter off the butts of zombies.
Or if you want to learn more about Rampage Pro Wrestling.
Pro Wrestling, or if you want to see us dive into some... companies that we didn't cover, like 1CW with Mr. Sean Hardy and Mr. Sean Carlson, who are making some wonderful decisions over there with registries. If you want us to get to ECPW, where they always wipe their feet and never draw more than 120 people.
Where they know the game of tag very well.
They know the game of tag. Yeah. I mean, it's literally a Reno killer, but they know the game of tag, and if you'd like that, listen.
And they're super positive.
We have so many topics in the pipeline, and they're coming at random. So if you want a special, if you want like guest stars and Crazy Shay and like stuff we wouldn't expect, you need to let us know.
Guys,
share.
Don't be afraid to share, subscribe, like, poke, fucking post and copy, paste and copy,
Comment,
subscribe. I think I said that already. Guys, listen, we need to share this thing.
Let's get it out.
Mark Zuckerberg is being a cocksucking bastard, not giving us the fucking opportunity to share this shit.
I don't think it has anything to do with Facebook.
No, seriously.
I don't care. He fucking made it. He's fucking labeled. Suck a dick, Mark.
No, Zuckerberg said, "Listen, stop cursing, stop
referencing
enjoying the greenery, and I will let you advertise." And we said, "We're gonna do more."
So guess what, Mr. Zuckerberg? You know what we're gonna tell you?
You can Zuckerberg
on my dick.
Suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
Listen, guys. Thank you, guys. Episode 10. We're so happy. Some episodes 4,000, some episodes 200. But the main point is, as long as the people who hate us are sitting in a dark place in their mom's basement watching, I mean, really, we won.
We not only did we win, but we won with flying colors.
It's as if one of us was going to appear on Raw. We won. On that note,
guys. Make sure you share, subscribe, everything in between. We are Schmoke and a Pancake.
ASAP podcast.
Look us up. Guys, thank you for listening. This has been our 10th episode. We didn't think we were going to make it this far, but you know what? Not for nothing. If we were doing seasons, this would be our season finale.
I think, honestly, with everything coming up and all the special things both of us have to do, with new jobs and new opportunities and everything else, I think this is the season finale. This is the last episode of season 1. I don't know what comes from here. I don't know if we have video or we have more special guests or we have...
Guys, all we have to say
Better
is...
sound effects, better graphics.
Better sound effects, more... Wait. More sound effects, or like cool things you can hear, or
you can just hear my stupidity all night long.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. A Smoke and a Pancake episode 10. Stay positive. Wipe your feet. Floss your teeth.
Guys, an old man once said, I'll say goodbye, but don't you cry. I'll be back again someday. We're Schmoke and a Pancake.
Is that Frosty the Snowman?
Of course it's Frosty the
What the
Snowman.
hell references that? That's ridiculous.
Jesus.
But that just fit us perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for listening. Season 1 of A Schmoke and a Pancake. Thank you for being dedicated. And I'm going to have one more shot to our listeners.
God, I hope he's not driving home.
Jerry. Oh, I am.
One more shot, baby.
Jerry, real quick. You are our best friend. You are my best friend. Thank you for doing this podcast with me. And let's continue to...
You are my best white friend.
We are the best white people ever.
White friends.
Yo, that's just
friends.
racist. You can't even say that
I'm
anymore.
drunk.
Chadwick Boseman. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen.
I haven't clicked stop yet. Don't say anything racist.
That's a Schmoke!
And a Mike Magnum.
Oh!
Full face wrestling champion, Beer Rivers.